Hey everyone, after a couple of false starts, we are finally ready to record a game tonight. Playing Edward Kim up against HB. This is a matchup that I did want to test. We are playing the new Sifr console from Quorum, and Eddie's purpose is to basically be able to hit things like Friends in High Places, Biotic Labour, things like that are always good, but Friends in High Places is the main one, I think. The opening hand, it could be decent, but there's no draw. But I do like having Salset, I do like having Temujin, and I do like having Scrubber so early. So I'll try it and regret it in a turn or two. I'm trying to strike the balance of money and draw, and struggling with both, I think, just in testing so far. A couple of our things are expensive to install, like the console itself. Earthrise is our draw engine, and we have Temujin, Liberated, things like that, but we do not have Career Fair. So there's some tweaking and things like that to be done. Also, I apologise if I sound a bit off, and also if I play a bit worse than usual. I am under the weather at the moment, and hopefully I'll avoid spluttering into the microphone, so save your eardrums. So I think I've kind of summed up what's what and what I need to do, or what I'm hoping to do. We can take out this pretty early. We could take it out now if we wanted. I think Temujin on archives. Run archives. See if they pitched anything interesting. They did not. Friends in High Places. Okay. I'm glad to see that gone so early. So I think we'll just money up for the moment, and next turn go after Jackson. Could have gone aggressive on an R&D push as well with the Temujin, but HB tends to ice up pretty fast, and Archives is a less useful server to ice up, so perhaps they'll prioritise elsewhere, because you don't want to lose to medium digs, or if someone just decides, sure, I'll switch Temujin elsewhere. There is a likelihood that Jackson will get used, respecting Rumour Mill as well, which is always good to see, even though there's a lot fewer decks using Rumour Mill these days. So let's draw up a little bit. Mimic's great to see early on against HB. We can afford to draw again, run archives, and part of me is tempted to leave this and put something else down instead, just so they might commit something over here. We're not really... Yeah, no, let's take all the money we can. And we do have two Scrubbers anyway, so we'll pitch one of them. So we'll try and get Mimic down very soon, because we don't want to slam straight into Architect. Of course, if they install something here, I might just run first click, and if it's Fairchild, we can go through it. We do have the money to take out whatever this is behind. If it's something like... you might be looking at Breaker Bay Adonis here, so I think we might have to take a turn. Draw, install, and draw again. Breakaway Eve. Even more annoying. But we're kind of a pseudo wizard here with the 2 recurring credits, so it takes a sting out of this server a little bit. Not a huge amount, but somewhat. So we'll slam into this. 12 credits. I don't think there's anything too bad. I doubt it's Architect as well, but you never know. And we partially want to get ice resed as well, just so we see what we're dealing with. permanently take Eve out of the game. And let's trash this while we're here. And then we can go nuts on Liberated for a little while. Poking HQ seems like a good idea very, very soon. So I think next turn is install Mimic and go. We've plenty of money so we can pay through Fairchild. If I get caught by that once again, as I so often do. Oh. Well, we gotta force some reses at the very least. Make our parasites and ciphers seem that little bit better. So let's take a look. A lot of these HP decks are playing next ice now as well, so smaller, next silver, next bronze, which they don't mind resing. But you do want to keep down if possible, because otherwise things get unwieldy very, very fast. So there is Fairchild. So we can click through. They didn't res this the last time, so... But we'd have to pay 6 to get... 6 is actually okay for it, and then they can do 1 brain damage. They can do 1 brain or end the run. And... yeah, let's take a peek. San. Goodbye. So this is a prime Sifr Parasite Yogg target. HQ has to have some good things at this stage as well, so time to have a look. That we just keep allowing them to slam things in behind here. Whereas we need to go a little more offensive. Force them to start reacting to us. Which also means we need to start doing a bit more setup. Hit biotic. Fantastic. That's a good hit for the moment, I think. So I've had worse. Let's pop down a clone chip. And take money. Didn't get to use cover this turn, but yeah, we put in some good shifts there. It was an agenda. Nicely done. Just for 2 of us though, so not too disappointed with that. And I think now we can start taking a few peeks as well. Temujin could be great. Where do we point it though? So I think we do a little bit of setup. Next turn, we may have missed our window. Next turn, go HQ again, I think. And we can get medium down. Biotic again. Alright, the race is on. But this does leave R&D wide open. Provided they don't get quite lucky here if they do fire it. Always be triggering. I do love the new Jideki.net button that they've implemented when you hit nothing but trashable stuff. It's I have no regrets. It's fantastic. So that's pretty good. Thankfully Yogg will burn straight through that. Oof. Alright, so we gotta find our parasites soon. Still no sign. Okay, well, we'll run HQ and see if they're hiding anything up here. or at least if there's anything we can trash. Dennis, we will ship that. And we might as well take a look at the last card in HQ. Architect. So, can't be trashed, which is always good when people are playing lots and lots of parasites, but won't be too costly for us either. So, do we have to take a look here? We almost do, don't we? Then again, wow, this is pretty bad. So we'll spoon this next turn. There's no real good options, is there? And let's take 4 off that. Katie Jones has proven a little redundant in this game so far because they've put us under plenty of pressure in terms of clicks. R&D is nicely shored up for them until we can find either more money or get our parasite. Friends and I places, that's the one I wanted to avoid. So Breaker Bay comes back over here, along with Unseen Ice. So we'll have a good bit of money getting to the end. So they're going to fly game. So we get rid of Batty and Fairchild for the price of 1. Nice. Would have liked to take Batty out of the game, but what can you do? So presumably would have fired on the end the run subroutine, but not to be. So Breaker Bay and Adonis come up. So both of us incredibly poor, but we do have a lot of money sitting around here. Just need to draw an awful lot more. We've just had the I've had worse triggers, no sign of Earthrise, and yeah, could be doing a lot better there. So let's again poke HQ. Have a couple of clicks just in case. Hit another architect. I think now's a good time to draw up. Parasite is fantastic. So time to start poking around, forcing them to defend a couple of different places at once. We do have Yogg as well, so we can start tearing through here. So let's install it into server 2. Well, let's see what kind of thing we're dealing with. This is likely to be Architect. minute in hand. Well, now it's time to check server 2 then. Still going in with clicks. We can deal with the worst that they can deal with us, or they can throw at us, I think. That's annoying, but it takes them below scoring, so we will bounce. And let's put down Yogg. And we might as well take one off look at R&D. Fairchild, the big one. So that'll be tough to deal with until we get our Sifr down. We run 2 of them in the deck, and we will use clone chip on Parasite here if they don't arc lock down us first. So we can check out HQ. We can pop down medium, run over here. Might be worth a while checking what server 2 is as well. That architect is still hanging around. Are we just missing on HQ? There is that possibility. Well, time to shut off the supply at the very least. EG. And let's try and get some use out of either Scrubber or AD at this stage. Hello. That'll do nicely. Ooh, everything going from HQ, or from R&D I should say. So now, what are we afraid of? This is possibly Ichi, which we can click through. And then I've spent a lot of money, so I think it's worthwhile. Mother Goddess, that's pretty good. Have we been missing things on HQ? That is the question. Let's check what server 2 is. Nice. I don't know. 4 points up. It's hard to see how it all goes so badly wrong. There we go. Finally. So apparently we were just missing left and right. But we are keeping on top of our economy very, very well, which is great to see. Now we need to draw for another Parasite and Sifr, all that kind of good stuff. And we should run archives at some point as well very soon. There's Sifr at least. Yeah, Gamble will do fine. 3 cards. Anything interesting? What do we think? Or I can just put money here. Yeah, we've got a good setup, but we gotta keep the pressure up, because at the moment Mother Goddess shuts us down. If they do find another biotic labor, then we're in for some sad times. And they get their hedge fund. So now, I think we draw for Parasite. Or money. Do we draw again? Have we been to Paperclip? We have. We do have Faust, actually. What am I doing? Oh, that was silly. Okay, let's just take that and let's put down Faust for the moment, because that gets us through. Up there for thinking. As I said, I'm a little under the weather at the moment, so, you know, go easy on me. So I'm liking the fact that they're trashing Ice 4s as well. This is possibly the Fairchild. Which, if so, they're going to be very unhappy to see this. Let's take a peek and see if they want to res. Presumably that's the massive Fairchild then. We get the global food. Nice. And let's run R&D again. We will take the Sifr hit. Trash to break a subroutine. Let's go for the medium. Jackson, we will. Breaker Bay. I don't want him to have it, but then again we've trashed quite a lot of economy options. We have enough money to bounce back, so let's trash as well. Corporate sales, nice. And let's take money. So it did take a little while to get our setup going, but feeling better about life now. We kind of have to check over here just to see what we're dealing with. It's one of those cases of we know we can get in, they know we can get in, but you never know. Beta test. Okay, well, they wanted to test us and see if we check. But I think we had to. I think we had to check whatever went down anywhere. Mike can be a fairly sneaky character sometimes, so it's worth checking out everything that's going down. As for outs, I'm going to have to think about this. So I'll do my outro and then have a chat with him. But thank you all very much for watching. This is the deck that I'm currently messing around with, and it's decent, but there's definitely tweaks to be made. If you have any suggestions, please let me know, and thank you for watching.